You know, I've been spending a bunch of time today looking at this Samsung Ks-8000, looking at some of the very high quality 4K HDR footage, just so I can get a better idea on just how beautifully the edge lit has been controlled now. To you, looking through this video and this camera, you're probably thinking there's a lot of blue light here. It's not. It's just the reflection of the exposure from the light that's reflecting onto a lens, and it's giving it exposure and making it look like it's bright. But it's not really bright here. It's really dark. It is dimmed blue dark now in this office. And the point I want to come across here is that I'm really impressed by the control of the edge lit, considering this is an edge lit panel. This is why this is so shocking and surprising to me, because I have seen this TV with the edge lit. I know how horrible it was with the edge lit at the bottom lights. I know this because I had this TV since 2016. I've done gazillions of tests on it, so I know firsthand how it looks. That's something I can never forget. Now, what's even more shocking is looking at this TV from an angle. Even from an angle, right here with my GoPro Hero 6 camera, it looks really good. You guys have to remember, this is edge lit. And for an edge lit, what I'm seeing here right now, it's pretty darn amazing. Now, I have to give Quantum Apotheosis the credit, because he was the one that kind of let me know about this update. I saw his video and I was like, man, are you sure? I was like, I can't believe this. And I knew when he was excited, I just knew right away, if Quantum Apotheosis is this excited, I was like, that's it. It has to be. It has to be. And I was still skeptical. You know, I always have doubts. Even with my best friends, even with the people to whom I know, I always have self-doubt. I always have doubts till I can actually see it myself. But once I saw it, once I updated this update, which is 1.2 gigabytes, it's pretty big, it's 1.2 gigabytes, I was simply blown away. And it's not just me that was blown away. Also, Quantum Apotheosis was blown away. John Crow, my friend, was also blown away. And John Crow has this TV. Okay? He had this TV for a long time. He knows this TV really well, just like I do. And even he was blown away. I was like, is it even possible that this is the same TV from 2016? You know, guys, I have no reason to BS you. You know how many televisions I have. I have a Q8FN, I have Sony, I have Vizio, I have TCL, 2 TCLs, okay? I have projectors. There they are. You can even see them right here. There's like 2 of my extra projectors that I have. I got everything. I'm not like fanboying anything, but I'm just telling you there is a difference. And the only way you're going to see that difference is once you update this update on this Samsung Ks-8000. But you got to use that dynamic contrast. You have to use that dynamic contrast. Set it to high. And you're going to see how beautiful the contrast ratio is going to be. Right now, this looks three-dimensional. Why? Because it has a really good contrast ratio now. Meaning that the ratio between the white bright digital levels and black digital levels, it's done really well. There's a little depth of picture now. And the color really pops. I always said, if Samsung can regulate that edge lit and control that edge lit and enhance that dynamic contrast, I always said this TV will be just top notch. I mean, look at the clouds here. I mean, it's just amazing. Now, here's the question. I know I'm kind of saving this for whenever I do my live stream Q&A. As a matter of fact, I'll have to do a Q&A tomorrow. I have to reschedule my Q&A for tomorrow, for Saturday, because I can't do it Sunday. Sunday I have to go somewhere. I'm going to be busy. So Sunday I won't be posting anything. Sunday is going to be my day off. But tomorrow I'm going to try to do a Q&A for like a couple of hours and answer some of the questions. I know you guys have a lot of questions about this, and I know you guys want to ask me. And that's why I'm going to do Q&A tomorrow on Saturday. Sometime in the afternoon, I'll keep you guys posted on my community feed. You will know about it. And I will answer all of your questions that you guys have. Okay? By the way, this is in Czech Republic, Prague, Czech Republic. I don't know if you guys ever been there. It's a beautiful city. And it really looks as if I'm there. Like looking at this picture now, looking at everything, it just really looks amazing. And Mike, guys, please remember this. I'm not doing this video to oh, look, here it is. It's impossible for you guys to see what I'm seeing. Even with this GoPro Hero 6 camera, you can't see exactly what I'm seeing with my own two retina eyes, okay? It's a totally different ball game when you're looking something in person and then looking something compressed through MP4 file onto a very bad connection on a YouTube. It's not the same, okay? You'll just have to take my word that you will be blown away by this update, 1231.1. Yes, I was skeptical, just like everybody else. Until I try it, until I see it, I don't believe it. But guess what? I saw it, I seen it, I'm like, oh my God. First thing that I noticed was that edge lid that was gone. That edge lid. I mean, it's not totally gone, but it's controlled. It's much better controlled. What do I mean when I say edge lid being controlled? You're still going to see that edge lid when you go all the way to the left, like way up to the left. And when you go all the way up to the right, you're still going to see it. It doesn't have the best viewing angle. I'm not trying to promote to say, oh, this TV has the best viewing angle. No, this TV doesn't have the best viewing angle. Q8FN, Q9FN has the best viewing angle due to the full rail local dimming, aggressive local dimming, okay? But considering this is a edge lid panel from 2016 and what they're doing with this update and the way they're controlling that light that's at the bottom, it's pretty amazing. And I know how bad it was. Listen to me right now. If you're ever going to listen to me. I know this TV better than anybody. I know it's a kind of cocky thing to say, but I've done gazillions of videos and tests on this video. You can look up my name and you will see me testing the hell out of this TV, 65-inch, 50-inch, and 55-inch, okay? And I know how bad that bottom bleed edge lid was at the bottom. I know how bad it was. I don't need anyone to tell me, oh, maybe your eyes are... No. I know exactly how bad it was at the bottom. That edge lid at the bottom. I know exactly how bad it was. And this is much, much, much better. So for those of you, look, if you can find Samsung Ks-8000 for a really good price, if you can find it used, or if you can find it somewhere out there that's in good condition, maybe you'll get lucky and find it somewhere in the shop that's in good condition. Make sure it's in good condition. Go for it, man. You know, this is really good. Now, in terms of the update, yes, you can go to that link that I gave you guys. You can download this update, but I don't know if it's gonna work for the UK and European region or Asian region. I just know that it works for the North American region. So for those of you who live in UK, live in European Union, Asia, I don't know. I don't know. I just know that it works here in North American region. What do I mean by North American region? I mean Canada, United States, Mexico. That's what I mean. All right. So it works here in North American region. That's all I know. Maybe we can play this a little bit just so you guys can see just how beautiful this looks. Uh, I mean, hopefully my camera can capture this. I'm trying to use my GoPro Hero 6. I mean, it just looks amazing. It really does. It really does, man. You know, also considering the fact that this is edge lit. Now, a couple of things again. Guys, this is still edge lit. I want people to understand something. This is not full array or local dimming. The only way they can fix this is if somebody came to your house from Samsung and they took the panel out and they implemented full array or local dimming. That's the only way. All right, they would have to replace the panel. There's always going to be edge lit on Ks-8000. This is a edge lit panel. I want people to understand this. So when we talk about the difference between Q8FN, Q9FN, and Ks-8000, Q6, and Q7, there's a big difference between the edge lit and full array local dimming. Okay, is it a big difference? Yes. You're gonna get the best viewing angles and the best deep dark levels with full array local dimming with Q8FN and Q9FN. Okay, but what this update it's doing for a TV that's edge lit from 2016, it's pretty darn impressive. That's all I'm trying to say here. It's pretty darn impressive what this update it's doing for an edge lit TV. And I don't say this lightly, you know. If I wasn't impressed, I would have told you, listen, forget this update, it doesn't improve picture quality, blah, 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 blah. I would have said something to you guys if that was the case. But that's not the case. Actually, the quality, it's pretty darn good. Not only is the quality really good, but at the same time, the browsing now, using the user interface, it's really fast. It's super fast, man. It's just more fluid. And then, honestly, this is where I have to criticize Sony. I mean, come on, Sony. That Google Chromecast is just, it's slowing down your TV. Let's click on the picture option. You have to wait for the buffer. Let's click on the Google Chromecast. You have to wait for the buffer. It just slows down, keeps the lag on the controller, on the television. I hope that Sony will get rid of the user interface of Google Chromecast and go with their own. I mean, you're Sony, you can make your own something similar to PlayStation user interface. I'm just simply saying that this user interface that they have with Google Chromecast is just not good. You know, if people want to use Google Chromecast, they're going to use it. They're going to buy it. It's really cheap. If people want to use NVIDIA Shield, it's only $140. They can buy it. It's not that expensive. They're going to buy it. But, you know, them implementing the Google Chromecast into a Sony, if Sony executives are watching this video by some weird accidental chance, please, guys, remove Google Chromecast and just use your own interface, your own user interface. And look how beautiful this looks, man. It's just unbelievable. I mean, look at this. It's crazy. It's just simply crazy. And look how responsive the remote control is, and with everything, it's super smooth. Wow, look at this. It's almost like you're looking at the brand new TV. I mean, I can't believe I'm like, wow. Am I glad that I didn't return this TV, that I didn't sell this TV? I'm so happy that I didn't sell this TV. I'm so glad that I didn't return it. Okay? I'm so happy. What I'm seeing right now, I showed you the angles. You've seen it from each side. I mean, if there, I know how badly the viewing angle and the edgelit bleed from the bottom. I know how badly it was. I know it because I had this TV since 2016. I have over 3,300 videos. I've done gazillions of videos on this TV. I know how this TV looks from the inside out. And as soon as I updated this update, I noticed right away when I use dynamic contrast, hold on. When I use dynamic contrast, I noticed right away the difference. I just hit my GoPro Hero 6 camera. Can you believe that? I just hit it. How unprofessional of me to do that. I know. That's how excited I am. Yes, that's my white Xbox One S. I keep it here in the office. I have it. I still have my Xbox One S. People ask me, do I play it? Depends. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I don't. Depends, man. Depends how I feel. But this is great. I mean, it really looks good. Wow, look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I mean, I hope that at least you can see, I hope that this video gives you some idea as to what I'm talking about. I just showed you in this video the viewing angles from the left, from the right. I dimmed the lights down. If there was too much bleed of edgelit here, I would have noticed it, man. It would be like this. It would be like that. It would be like that. Like you would see that edgelit bleed right here, and then right here, and then right here. I mean, you would see it. You know, like when you're listening to your hi-fi stereo, and when you turn the volume up and then the frequency goes up and goes down, you would see that bleeding light on the edgelit at the bottom. But now it's being controlled much, much, much better. Wow, this is just simply amazing. Wow, look at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my good. Oh man. Wow. Can I bring it a little bit closer? Oh wow, dude, this is just stunning. Stunning, stunning. Wow. And then people talk about the OLED. Really? Yes, I know I can buy OLED. I can go right now for $1,500, but why? I'm already bitching and moaning about my Samsung S8 Plus that has the burn-in. That ridiculous burn-in that sits there. OLED, no one's buying it. I was just in Magnolia talking to my friend Alex. Said, what's up with these OLEDs? No one's buying it. Well, people don't want to, I guess, babysit. They don't want to deal with burn-in and to take such a high risk of something that's fragile. And first of all, those deep dark levels on the OLED, they're way too dark. The idea of you is not to crush your deep dark levels. You know what's the ideal picture? The ideal picture is for you to see everything in the distance, to see everything in a natural balance. When you walk around in real life, do you see the shadows crushed in deep dark levels? No. You still see a little bit through the shadows. And that's what you're supposed to have. That's a balanced picture quality. All right? Granted, yes, you can adjust your deep dark levels on the OLED, but they're still too dark. Okay? And I know people don't want to hear this, but come on, guys. Haven't we seen enough evidence of OLED being a failed technology that it is? If OLED was such a high praised, best-selling TV of all time, guess what? All of us would have it. I would have it. Everyone would freaking have it. The sales of Samsung would drop down. Sales of TCLs would drop down. Everything would be OLED. If it was that successful, if it did win, if it did take over the LED, LCD, full array local dimming, but it didn't. It didn't. And that's a fact. And I don't know why is this so hard for people to understand. Also, coming from a guy who used to have OLED, and I know this better, than anybody because I spent $3,000, over $3,800 on the OLEDs back then. When Ridley Scott and Francis Ford Coppola were advertising it. Do you see Ridley Scott and Francis Ford Coppola advertising it? No, you don't see it. What do you see? You see Samsung. You see Sony. You see majority of Samsung advertisement. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget tomorrow. I'm going to try to do that Q&A tomorrow, sometime in the afternoon. I don't know when, but sometime in the afternoon. It will be around maybe this time, maybe 4 o'clock, maybe 5 o'clock, but it'll be sometime in the late afternoon. Okay? Most likely 5 o'clock. I'll try to do around 5 or 4. I'll see if I can do it at 4, but keep looking at my community feed tomorrow, and I will let you know exactly what time I'm going to do Q&A on my community feed tomorrow. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. I appreciate all the support. And remember, everything I say here, it's my opinions. It's unbiased. It's independent. Okay? I have televisions. I have credibility, and I can tell you what I'm seeing. I'm not sponsored. I don't have sponsors. So that way, I don't have to be pushed or pressured to say something good about this or something bad about that. Okay, I'm just simply telling you what I'm seeing with my own 2 eyes. All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Take care.